Got one. Whoa, got him on this Gambler Otter bait here from Mystery Tackle Box. It's a pretty good size one. Get him up here. All right. Come here, big fella. I got you. Come here, come here. Up. Come here. Oh my, he's a fat one too. Wow. So I got him on this Mystery Tackle Box, the October 2015. I got it on this Gambler lure, this otter tail lure right here. Got this guy here, and he's a big old chunky guy too. Let's just clean him off here real quick. There you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you on the dirt. So yeah, it's a real healthy largemouth here. Let's go ahead and get a weight real quick. Get an estimate weight here. And let's see, this one is right at, let's see here if we can see here. So there's the 4-pound mark. It's just right at 3 pounds. Nice 3-pound largemouth bass here at Quincy Reservoir over on the east side, using that Gambler lure. Texas rigged. There you go, baby. All right. Nice chunky fish. All right. So I caught that last fish on this beaver style bait from Gambler Lures. I'll go ahead and go back over to where I got my tackle, and I'll show you which one it is. It's actually in this last month's Mystery Tackle Box. So I caught that on these Ugly Otters from Gambler Lure Company. And that was probably the 3rd cast I'd made with that lure. So, you know what, we'll keep throwing her out. See how many fish we can catch with her. So what I was doing, I cast it out. There's a couple of weed lines that kind of run parallel to the shore out there. And that's usually what I'm trying to hit out there, at least close by, and try to draw them out. So sometimes the fish are just sitting there waiting to ambush some food. Otherwise, normally, if there was no weeds out there, I would normally kind of cast parallel to the shore. But I've been on the kayak on this reservoir many times, and there are a couple kind of weed lines that run parallel out there. And I might have another one here. Nope. I think I just drug it across a rock. When she hit that, she was probably about 15 yards from shore. So she wasn't that far out. And basically the way I was fishing this this Ugly Otter from Gambler is I've got it Texas rigged, and I've got a I believe that's a 1/8 ounce bullet weight. And the great thing about these Ugly Otters, I like, is when you Texas rig them, they got a kind of a recessed cavity, a little recessed cavity on the back, which you can just kind of tuck your hook in there. I still like to get just a little bit of, lip that hook a little bit to keep it in there. And so what I do is just cast it out, try to get it right on those weed lines. And the great thing about these Ugly Otter baits, they can punch through those weeds that's out there. And I wait a few seconds to let it settle, make sure it gets to the bottom. A lot of times on that initial drop is when you'll get a bite also. But then I just reel in a little slack, and what I do is I just kind of pull it and let it kind of sweep along the bottom. Let it sit for a few seconds, and then just keep repeating. Let the pole do the work, bringing the lure in, the bait in, and I just reel up the slack. just kind of slowly pull it in. And you can change the cadence up. Sometimes what I'll do is if I'm not getting anything on a slow pull, I'll just kind of give it a little twitch, kind of make it jump a little bit. And sometimes that'll trigger a strike also. And if that ain't working, sometimes what I like to do is almost kind of like a jig fishing. Just kind of pop it up, let it come up, and let it come back down. Reel in the slack, pop it up, and let it come back down. So it's just basic what you do with any other kind of Texas lure, like a Zoom brush hog. This method works really well. Zoom speed craws and any kind of crawfish style creature bait, and also Texas rigged Senko worms and curly tail worms work well like that too. Got him. Kind of nibbled at it a little bit and took him a while to take it. But we got another one. Got another one on this. Oh, it's a pretty decent sized fish too. Oh yeah, that's a good sized fish. Got him again on this Gambler Ugly Otter lure. You can see right there, that's a beautiful fish. Hooked him right in the side of the mouth, right in the cheek. He took that lure. Now let him take it a little bit before I set the hook. There we go. We'll take you over and we'll measure this one here. We forgot to measure the length of the other one, but we'll bring this one over here and back over and we'll get a length measure on them. Let's do this real quick for you. I don't want to keep you out of the water too long, big guy. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So we got it right about 15 and a quarter inches, almost not quite 15 and a half. Go ahead and see what kind of weight we got because he's kind of chunky. Let's see here. So there's 4 pounds. Not quite. This one's not quite 3 pounds. Just a little over 2 and 3/4 pounds. So we can go ahead and put you back here. Let's go ahead and we'll clean you up a little bit. Take a picture real quick. There we go. All right, let's get you back out there. Thank you, girl. Have a good one.
As you can see, the fishing was pretty good this morning. I had about an hour and a half to kill, and I was fishing the East Bank at Quincy Reservoir from about 9:30 to 11 o'clock this morning, and was able to bring in 2 pretty good sized largemouth bass. The first one was just right at 3 pounds, and the second one was right around 2 3/4 pounds. They weren't the longest fish, but they were pretty fat, which tells me that they're feeding pretty well this time of year. And I hope that trend continues because there's only about 12 days left at Quincy Reservoir, my local reservoir that I fished mostly out of. They close October 31st, or at least the last day of fishing is October 31st, and they open back up, I believe, March 1st for the spring fishing season. As you can tell in video, I started out fishing these Gambler Ugly Otter lures, which came in this month's mystery tackle box subscription, and I'm very happy with these guys. These lures did very well. It's the first time I've ever fished a beaver tail style bait like this. It did a great job getting through a lot of the matted vegetation, and I was throwing it in and pulling it through. As a matter of fact, the two fish I caught, the 2 strikes came when I'd pull it through some of that vegetation, and once it got through that vegetation, that's when the fish bit it and struck it and grabbed the hold of it. So the one thing I didn't do a good job in the video showing you that I tried to do was this recessed cavity here on the back side of this lure, which is great for setting your hook in when you Texas rig it to help make it weedless. What I actually do is when I pull it through, instead of just setting it in there, I just transpose. I dig the hook in just a little bit inside that cavity to make it a little extra weedless. So overall, this did a very good job. After the first fish I caught, I threw this out there probably another 10 or 15 minutes. And then I noticed that there was a lot of bait fish jumping out the water. So I decided to try to take advantage of what I thought would be a pretty good topwater bite right there. And so that's when I went on and tried this this Rebel Super Pop R. This is one of Rebel's topwater poppers. And what I was doing, I was taking this lure here and I was throwing it right in the middle, or I was throwing it just beyond that group of bait fish and then bringing it through them and trying to entice and get a topwater strike. But unfortunately, after about 15-20 minutes or so, I didn't get any bites or reaction from any of the bass. So then I went back to more of a finesse technique, and that's when I started throwing these Yum Dingers, which is Yum's version of a Senko worm, and this is their 5-inch green pumpkin. And I really like these Yum Dingers. I've caught several fish with these. I was wacky rigging them and throwing them out there, and I threw them out there probably for about 15 minutes or so. It didn't get any bites, and so that's when I went right back to the Gambler Ugly Otters, and that's when I caught my second fish. So overall, it was a pretty good morning. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those down below. As you can tell in the video, the scale I use is a fish grip type scale, but it's not digital, so it's not the most accurate scale out there. They've got markings for every ½ pound, so you don't get the most accurate readings. So what I'll be looking for next year, probably before spring fishing starts, is a gripper style scale, but a digital one. So if any of you out there have that type of scale that's a digital gripper type scale, let me know. Comment in the bottom, let me know what you have and if you like it or don't like it. I want to stick with a gripper style because it's easy to just grab the lip. You know, I don't have to put anything in the gills to weigh the fish, and I don't have to poke another hole in the lip to weigh it. So let me know if you got one of those, and I'll be looking forward to getting one of those for next year. So anyways, please subscribe if you like this video. I've got some other videos coming up, some more fishing videos, more gear review videos. I've got on this video, the 2 fish I caught was on my new Lews Speed Spool rod and reel combo, which I got about 3 weeks ago, and I'm really happy with it. So I'll be doing a review on that. It's another really good budget rod and reel combo. I got it for $59.99, and normally it sells for about $99.99, so it was a pretty good deal, and it's a really good bait casting combo that I'm sure a lot of you will like out there, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite rod and reel setups to use. So anyways, once again, this is Jeremy Baker. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.